Teachers are always striving for new ways to motivate their students to learn. Educational games that use new technologies are one such way, and they are quickly growing in popularity. An educational game is a game that embraces both learning and entertainment, and seeks to teach individuals, primarily children, about a particular subject or to help them learn a skill. Educational games are available to teachers and students in several different formats, ranging from video games and PDAs to web portals and virtual reality. All formats offer a wide variety of games for all ages with one common goal: to teach children everyday lessons in a fun and interactive way. One of the most popular and widely used forms of educational game is the video or computer game. A video game is an electronic or computerized game played by manipulating images on a video display or television screen, usually through the use of a joystick or keyboard. These highly interactive games can be played on a computer via CD-ROM. In the past, video games were strictly recreational in use, but with their rise in popularity, video game makers now design games with educational objectives. These games address many different subjects, such as physical education, history, logic and planning, as well as geography and math. So how can video games be used in the classroom? Physical education teachers can use dance video games. With these games, a user stands on a mat of multicolored circles that is wired to the game system. The game plays music, and the screen instructs dance steps to correspond to the colored circles. The user must dance on the circles to maintain points. This is a highly physical activity for the user, and can improve lung capacity and endurance for the students, which can then transcend into other sports. Social studies teachers have a wide variety of video games available to use in the classroom. For example, Age of Empires is a popular historic video game available from Microsoft, in which the user takes a look at 10,000 years of the evolution of human civilization. The players begin with a small, Stone Age tribe with minimal resources and are challenged to grow the tribe into a great world civilization. They must accumulate wealth, progress in culture, and conquer other nations. What have you learned so far about educational games? You can click the Show Answers button for the correct answer when you are done. Other educational games that are becoming more common in the classroom are those for handheld computers, such as pocket PCs and Palms. A handheld computer is a small, portable, personal computing device that can download software and shareware. Teachers and students can share files and applications on them, as well as use email and play educational games. There are a seemingly limitless number of applications for educational games available for handheld devices. They touch upon almost every school subject, including music, art, science, language arts, math, and history. There are even teachers' aid applications that make organizing notes and keeping track of students a lot easier. Let's take a moment to review. Fill in the blank with the answers that best complete the sentence. Another great way to find educational games is on a web portal found on the Internet. Web portals can provide links to online educational games that do not require downloading. Most of the time they are free to access, but some of them do cost money. We have seen that there are many web portals available that link to educational games. Look to the list on the right to explore some examples of educational games found on web portals that can be used in classroom activities. Educational games of the very near future involve virtual reality. Virtual reality is the simulation of a real or imagined environment that can be experienced in the three-dimensional aspects of width, height, and depth. Although virtual reality is still being developed, there are forms of virtual reality games already being used in classrooms in a more primitive version. Macintosh makes a computer software program called Apple QuickTime VR, in which students and teachers can witness 360-degree panoramic views of many of the world's famous and historic art museums. For the PC, there are virtual reality software programs that allow high school science students to do animal dissections without the need for an animal carcass. Educational games that use modern technology come in many diverse varieties, such as video games, handheld devices, online games, and virtual reality. All educational games seek to not only interest and entertain students with interactions and activities, but also to teach important subjects and skills. Teachers can use this assortment of games to supplement class lessons and make learning more fun for students. Here are some real-life examples of how the concepts discussed in this lesson could be used in a classroom, either as a teaching tool or an administrative aid.